Hey everybody, so I got a new dash cam, VIOFO A229 Pro. I have been using this one now, I want to say for almost a month. And you know, the weather, I've had a lot of trouble trying to get sun and getting every element. I did go on a trip recently and I got a little bit of footage, so I hopefully will have a decent amount of different footages to show you with this. It give you an idea of what to expect with it during the day, during the night, you know, in different weather conditions. Now this one does come with a CFL lens cover as well, and what this will do is going to help with the glare if there's a lot of sun, and it's kind of like sunglasses for your camera. Now they did send this over to me, and this is a 2-channel one. There is a 3-channel that you can get, which is going to have an inside, an outside, and a rear camera. This one has the front and the rear, and this is 4K in the front, 2K in the back. Now one piece is already installed, and it's the piece that goes on the windshield. It's going to slide right on. It's also got the GPS built into it, and right now it is stuck to the windshield. I didn't want to take it off to really show it to you, but pretty much it just slides right on, and you can take it in and out as you wish. There is one little plug here for an interior camera, so you can add that 3rd camera if you want to later on. Here is going to be for your rear. It's just a Type-C input. You're going to put that in there. It's going to be your rear camera. You can always use this just the front as well. And then your micro SD is also right there on the side with that other connection. Now, if you want to use parking mode with this, you're going to have to hardwire. It does not come with a hardwire kit, and it does not come with an internal battery. Now you can get a couple different ones. You can also get one that will plug into a computer port, and that will work for you. All right, and if I show everything a little bit closer, this is the unit that's going to stick on the windshield. We have our Type-C cord, which is running through the liner to the back for the rear camera. And then a lot of people ask me about this, but I have a dongle for mine. This is an F-150, and the dongle plugs into the mirror, and then it gives you a USB port. And this is how I plug in mine. And they do make these for other cars. I just don't know. You'll have to look up your own car to find it. This one is for an F-150 or like a Mustang. Now the rear camera is back here, which I need to tidy up the wire a little bit. I did run it through the liner. I just need to kind of tuck in the extra wire there. Now I'll show you some examples from the rear. Keep in mind, I do have some really dark tinting, so it does make it a little harder to see out, and I'm not going to cut my tinting. All right, so pretty easy to set these up. Like I said, you just stick that piece on and then just slide this on, you're good to go. You will have to plug in your cords here for like your rear camera, which I could do that right now. And then for our power, that will plug into this little unit on the windshield itself. You could actually just leave it plugged in. I don't even have to unplug it. I'm not sure why I did. And then all you got to do is rest this on here, do a little snap in place, and you're set to go. That's how easy it is to take this on and off. And then when you're ready to take it off, just snap it back over. It's super easy to install it in different vehicles. Now I'll go ahead and power up so we can get some power on the camera itself, and then I'll show you a little bit of the camera, and I'll show you a little bit of the app. All right, so I guess I could show you which button does the video protection since I already clicked it. The little triangle, if you were to click that, it's going to automatically save everything. I forgot to mention that this also has voice commands, but I haven't really set that stuff up or used it. But if you do want to use voice commands, it is an option for this one. I could add that into another video if somebody wants to know all about the app stuff. I could do some more focus on just that. Then we go into the menu. You're going to find that you're going to have your video settings, your system settings, your file formats, and there'll be a right and left arrow that you can go through them. I'm not going to go through all the settings, but you can go through there and you can change the resolutions for your front and your back. Your front, you have 4K. Your back, you have up to 2K. It will show on the screen your time, your date, and your miles per hour on there. And you do get GPS coordinates on the file footage, which I'll show you that here in a second. All right, so what you're going to need to do is you're going to press your Wi-Fi button. You're going to get the Wi-Fi turned on, and then you're just going to get a little pop-up. It's going to show 5G VIOFO. You're going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to tell you that it's been connected. And now it's going to tell you the steps, the power on the camera. I'm also recording this where I can show it to you. So one issue that I was having with the app is I wasn't getting a live view. And I've had a lot of issues with a lot of apps, with a lot of dash cams. But it is recording. You can still access things. So like if we hit the files, you'll see all the files that are in here right now. You could go through and you could click on those and you can transfer them over to your phone. Now I've had this one unplugged for a few days while I was working on things, and so there's a gap between the days here. But it will show you here the time. It'll show if it's an R for the rear, F for the front, and it will also show you the size of the files. Now I'm using the full resolution, so the files are a little bit larger. And then if there's a file that you want to watch on your phone, you can just click that, you can replay it. It will take a moment to work because it is over Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is coming straight from the camera. This is not going to work with the internet. You're not going to be able to upload it with with this, you're gonna have to use your phone's Wi-Fi for that. Now, another thing that you could do is you could open up the file, but you can give it that okay to download. It's going to show you downloading the file. I mean, it's not super fast. It's going to take a couple minutes to get this file. It's over a gig, and it's not going to be the fastest speeds. And this is why I also use the computer, because I can just put the SD card in, transfer everything over, and I have all my files that I need. And of course, you could delete them right here as well. You could also change all the settings right here in the app as well. So if you wanted to go in and you want to change the resolutions, you could do that through here, or you could do it through the camera. It is a little bit easier to do it through the app on this stuff. Now with the app, you can set everything pretty much a lot easier. So I do recommend using the app if you want to make it easier for setting up all your settings and just getting that all done. Now, as for transferring files, I prefer to use a computer, put the SD card in the computer, but you can still get it off of here. So now what I'll do is I'll show you some examples of day and night footage, and I'll just try to give a little bit of everything. Now with mine, you'll see that the night footage is a little bit on the darker side. Like I showed you my tinting, it's quite dark. And like I said, I've had people tell me, just cut a hole. I'm not gonna cut it. So do keep in mind, it will be a lot brighter if you got less tinting or no tinting at all. So do keep that in mind. Now overall, like I said in the beginning, this is the best dash cam that I have personally used. I've used a few of them. This is also one of the more pricier ones that I have also used, so do keep that in mind. This one isn't as budget friendly compared to some of the others I've done, including some VIOFOs of some other ones. But hopefully this gives you a good idea what to expect with this dash cam and if it's the one that will work for you. Thank you for watching.